doing right now is snapper fishing. We've learned, at least in Tampa Bay, that inside we've gone from using spinning reels, and you'll see us still using spinning outfits when we're freelining for snapper, kind of like doing yellowtail. But when we're bottom fishing, we've gone to these conventional reels that have worked out much better for us, and we're using straight 20-pound fluorocarbon, so we don't have to retie leaders all the time. It's one thing with the braid. We kept finding that we were having to retie all the time. The braid would break instead of the actual leader, so we got away from that. So anyway, this is how we're hooking the whitebait, right in the belly. We found that this is the best way to do it. We're using a knocker rig with 20-pound leader, and what we do is when it gets to the bottom, we start letting out lines so the bait goes away from the sinker, and that's when we really get our hits, is when we're letting the bait away from the sinker. Because of course, from what science says, snapper have the best eyesight out of pretty much any fish that swims in the salt water. So we're trying to do every advantage that we can. Sometimes we drop down to 15, but this year we've been using 20 on a pretty consistent basis in catching fish. Whoa, there we go. Come on, hit it again, you pansy. We found too is once they hit this bait, a lot of times they will not come back and hit it. A live bait, that is. If they hit it, now see, he contradicted what I'm just saying. He whacked it again, but he didn't take it. But usually if they mark that bait, they will not come back and eat it. Chad was using a pinfish earlier that had one little mark on it, and he sent it down probably 3 or 4 times, and they would just not touch it. Nice red grouper. I don't think yeah, he's shrinking. He's shrinking big time. Oh well. Hey.
Good pull.
Yeah. Whoever says you can't catch a red grouper in the bay is nuts. He just spit out a shrimp. We catch keepers. We don't catch a ton of them, but we've caught them up to, what's our biggest one? Like 26. So they're here, and we've seen them on camera down below. Sometimes what we like to do too is bounce it on the bottom, because we found that when we put a camera down on the bottom, we found that every time that camera bounced on the bottom, those snapper would run over to it, and any other fish really down there would run up to it and check it out. So when you see us lift up our rods like that, that means that we're, oh, Chad's got one, that we're bouncing it off the bottom and seeing how, if we can get him to come over to the bait. Snapper? Not bad. Getting a little bit bigger. Better than the flounder you've been catching here recently. Seeing if I can't get some fish chummed up here with dead bait. Guys, I want you to see something. This line's in his butt.
Hook's already disintegrated.
Mm-hmm. Yucky, yucky, yucky. on, eat it. Eat it. There he is. Oh, God, yeah.
Look at that.
There's another one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at the size of that baby. God. That's a 20+ inch snapper inside Tampa Bay. And they're literally not taking but a couple of seconds to eat. That one is all of 3.5 pounds. Another 19, about the same size as my other one. Yeah, I know. He's a little heavier. He literally hit it so hard, my line was peeling off my reel. Come on, eat him. Eat him. Do what? Oh, yours is. Yep. Get him, Jeff. Get him, buddy. Oh. They know that rock. I'm telling you.
When I throw that way,
Yeah. Get him, Chad. Get him, Chad. Foul hook snapper.
Ninja skills.
That, folks, is pure talent right there. I had a pinfish on that was bigger than he was.